Zombie apocalypse.
Cashing out of ChainLink. Okay, so this is going to be something everybody wants to know, because with cryptocurrencies, a lot of people say, oh yeah, buy X coin, blah, 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 blah. And then they don't say when to exit, and then people make a massive loss and blah, 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 blah. The fact of the matter is that you have to assume responsibility for your own target. You have to have in your mind, when do you want to cash out? When is enough? But there are protective measures that you can take in cryptocurrency to stop yourself getting burnt, like many retail investors have been, and you may be one of them. So, let me give you a scenario of how you can approach ChainLink should you be wishing to invest in ChainLink, or any cryptocurrency, actually. So, let's say today you were to buy ChainLink, $3.50, and you were to put $1,000 in. That would get you 285 ChainLink into your account, right? And that's what you own. That is your share of ChainLink. So, what you could do in terms of sell target is wait for the $10 price. Okay, this is virtually 3x. It's not quite 3x, but it's nearly 3x. Okay, but it's a nice round figure. This will take that $1,000 that you've invested to $2,850. Okay, so you have made $1,850 profit. What you could do at this point, having 3x, is sell $1,000 of your ChainLink. So that's about 100 link, essentially. That leaves you with 185 link. Why? Firstly, selling 1,000 means you have sold your initial stake. This means you've lost nothing. Okay, you have broken even at this point. Now the 185 link that you still hold makes you a profit. Everything from that point is a profit. All right? Now you could take the whole lot, but you are stopping yourself from being able to realize the true profits down the line. Now you may be thinking to yourself, 3x, that's rubbish, okay? But think about Bitcoin, okay? So Bitcoin has been languishing around about the $10,000 mark, give or take, going down quite a few thousand or up quite a few thousand. It's been on average there for about 3 years now, okay? Or 2 and a bit years. So that has not 3x'd. In that whole time, it's not really 3x from that consistent kind of 10k level. To 3x, it would have to go to 30,000. And how likely is that to happen soon? So a 3x of this going to $10, I think is probably likely to happen a bit sooner than Bitcoin going to 30,000. In which case, that's a good 3x that is there potentially to cash out. So you could sell it all. Or just take out your initial stake. That means that if you lose it all, then you haven't lost your initial stake. You've lost nothing in the whole speculative bet. Then step 2. Okay, so let's assume you have kept the remaining 185 link. Now, should ChainLink hit 3 figures and become a $100 cryptocurrency, which I think over the course of time is not unreasonable, then essentially this 185 link would mean $18,500 to you. Now, added to the $1,000, you have essentially made nearly $20,000 in profit with ChainLink. Okay, so worst case scenario is you have made back what you spent investing in ChainLink. Worst case scenario. Because I just do not see Link going down from this point. I only really see it having an upwards trajectory. So really, worst case scenario is you got what you invested and you've still got some Link for if the price has a good day eventually. But best case scenario is you have $20,000, and this is from a $1,000 investment. Okay, obviously you can put less, you can put more, and you can essentially run the same maths. All right, but I think the most important thing I'm trying to stress here is that it is important to take profits, okay? And it's also important to sell your initial stake, all right? So you don't have to wait for it to get to $100. It all depends on what your target is. Could be $20, could be $50, could be $8. Doesn't matter, right? But the fact of the matter is you need to have a target in your mind, and that needs to be your goal. You can't just keep getting greedy and greedy and greedier, right? So let's say the price tomorrow of ChainLink went to $10, right? You'll be like, this is going to be a $50 coin. Now, if it goes to $50, you'll be like, it's going to go to $80. And let's assume that your target was $30. But it goes to $50 and you're like, this could go much higher, much higher, much higher. You don't take profits out because you want the big prize, you want the big jackpot, right? So if this ever becomes a $500 coin, you're like, yes, I've made 6 figures. But being cryptocurrency in a highly speculative and a high-risk asset class, you can't afford to leave everything in for the big jackpot. It does happen. It happened with me with Ethos. I bought in at 5 cents, it went to $13, I sold at $10. Why? Because enough was enough. Okay, that was my target. You know, I kept a sizable amount for if the price should go to $40 for Ethos. It never did. It went back to under 5 cents where I initially went. But I took profits. And when you take profits, you can't kick yourself then, because if all goes wrong, if there's a big bear market, you can't kick yourself and think, damn, I just lost all that money. So you've got to take profits and you've got to sell your initial stake. The point at which you do it is up to you. But really, that is the best way to take part in cryptocurrency with no regrets. And best case scenario, be rich. So I hope that helped, and I'll see you in the next lecture. So why have I changed my criteria? Well, essentially because in the cryptocurrency market, because it's still relatively new, because it's an emerging technology, there's a lot of dumb money. What I mean by dumb money is people that don't really know what they're putting their money into. They don't really have the knowledge. They are persuaded by some bullish comment they've seen on Twitter or on a forum, and then they invest stupidly, because these people are the first to go. So I want to avoid where there's too much retail investment influence, because they have limited money, limited influence. They can do very, very little about the coin price. They haven't got a network or anything that supports them. They do low-level research, they blindly follow, and they buy other people's calls. Now that is just waiting for the community to fall through the floor and the price to fall through the floor, because people have not properly researched. They don't really know the USPs. They don't know where the future value of the company is, and these are people that can burn you. They want easy gains, they're impatient, they're deluded, no loyalty, they're fickle. Okay, the first sign of trouble, they are gone. They are wanting gains straight away. Now, with established communities, you have ironed out all the people wanting easy gains. You've gotten rid of them, and you've got just the supporters. The best cryptocurrencies, the ones that in 2017 had been around already 5 years, and were still growing, are ones that had established communities, solid support, and they kept going up. And a lot of the newer cryptocurrencies that came out in 2017, 2018 have already died because they lost their community, because they were full of people like this. So you want established communities that have ironed out these people. The people that invest too much. They invest more than they are willing to lose. They get all salty and angry when the price doesn't just go up, and then they jump ship, they sell, they burn everybody else. The people who buy high and sell low. Bad traders. You know, I am looking for cryptocurrencies, and I am establishing a criteria that gets rid or eliminates the ability to be burnt by these people in future. And these are people that invest in poor quality altcoins. They see it's a small or micro cap. They think that, oh, because they are solving a solution, they must be good. And because they have been, you know, allowed to, or they've been regulated in a certain country, that they are going to be huge one day. It rarely ever happens. Okay, rarely ever happens. And 95% of the altcoins that have come out in the last 3 years have been poor quality and have not been able to deliver on the promises they made. So dumb money is something I'm looking to avoid, and this is the criteria that stops me from doing so. I'm looking to get into an area that attracts the smart money. So what are the smart money? The smart money are the whale investors, the people that have got influence, the people that have got liquidity, the people that have got contacts, the people that are in the know. These are the people that I want to be investing with, because these are people who have the same goals I do. So they've got a large amount of money and influence. They have got the ability to make the prices soar because of the people they know and the amount of bitcoins they hold. They are advanced in terms of their research abilities, or they pay people for research. These are people that follow the money, follow the funds. This is why I go for higher cap coins, because this is where the smart money is. These are cryptocurrencies that have been properly researched or advanced research or have had research paid for, and then the smart money goes into it. And in the future, when you've got the likes of ETFs, when you have got the major investment banks that are offering cryptocurrency assets to its customers, you're more likely to have the cryptocurrencies that you're investing in with whale investors being included in that bunch. They're focused on profit, they're patient, they're realistic, no emotion. They're not fickle, they're not impatient. They have a goal in mind, they're realistic about that goal, and they will wait for it to make their profits. This is where you need to be making the investments, and this is what the 2020 criteria caters for. These are more of the buy low, sell highs, okay? Because if you manage to get into a kind of lower mid-cap coin at the right time before it starts to shoot off and skyrocket in price, then you are likely to sell high, not buy high and sell low. And these are people that win more trades than lose, okay? You know that it's more of a safe bet investing in these 2020 criteria cryptocurrencies. And these are the people that invest in quality altcoins. They're not necessarily the ones that just invest in Bitcoin. They invest in the vehicles that get them more Bitcoin. They invest in ones that have got good tech, have been funded nicely or supported nicely, highly networked, and they have institutions and partners. So I think that essentially the 2020 criteria enables you to invest in where the smart money is, where the whale investors are, and the whale investors that are looking to profit in the future, not the dumb money that's looking to make massive profits overnight. It just doesn't happen. So I hope this gives you a realistic expectation of what will enable you to make money in these times, the changing times of cryptocurrency. Now, in the next lecture, I am going to finally say what the cryptocurrency I have chosen as the #1 investment opportunity of 2020 is, and how it corresponds with this criteria. So I'll see you in the next lecture.